Okay, welcome back to Pretty Dirty, you guys. I have one of my favorite people here with me today, Miss Paulina, a celebrity trainer, one of my good friends, a mom of 3, a newly made entrepreneur of a lot of new lines of things, social media connoisseur. She does it all.
Wow.
I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And
I like that
beautiful.
intro. I'm like, I can get used to that.
You get, I know, I'll intro you every time
Thank you.
that. You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
You have gotten prettier since the day I met you. Every time I see you, you get prettier.
Oh,
You really
that's
do.
Why I love you. That's
you
why
really
we're friends.
do.
You're the sweet. You're the ultimate girl's girl. That's what I love about you. You always.
I feel like
every time I see you,
follow girls.
Yes, but every time I see you, you're always complimenting me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're
love that
amazing.
about you.
I adore you. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions because I know the audience is probably feeding to know, and then we'll get into some of the juicier stuff after. I want to know what you think because I've seen you not only transform your own body, but I've seen you transform a lot of people's bodies. And what is it that you think, because I get asked all the time, like in my DMs all the time, and a lot of it is obviously genetics, which I want to be really transparent with women about because there's so many women that don't have genetics on their side, and metabolism and all of the things. And I feel like I'm just very blessed in that space naturally. Obviously, as we age, there's things that I definitely need to keep up with, and there's things that I like to make my body look better. You've helped me tremendously with that. But what do you think the biggest thing that most women get wrong is when it comes to eating and eating habits, even if they're being conscientious?
Oh, geez. I feel like when it comes to eating, it's almost like misinformation. Like, think about it. The way that you're raised is like, oh, you're not really taught diet from as a kid. You basically eat when you're hungry or you eat what your mom gives you like puts on your table. Like, you're never really taught habits or eating habits from a young age. So then you take those habits from childhood.
Right.
And everything, you learn everything in your childhood. And you bring those habits into your adult life where your metabolism slows down, you're more sedentary, you're not moving as much. And that's when it creeps up on you. And then people are like, okay, well, I'm doing the same thing I've always done. Why is it no longer working? Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's just the misinformation of like, basically, as a kid, we don't know how to eat. So then even myself, I struggled with my weight forever because of my, eating habits as a child.
Right.
But, I think that's where it kind of goes wrong. Like, that's the disconnect. Mm-hmm. So once you learn to actually eat for your body, that's when you start making changes. But people usually don't have to do that until they're in their, teens, 20s, 30s.
Like after college is when I feel like
for me, I was a teenager when I was like gaining weight. Like, you're lucky, you're blessed with those genetics, but a lot of people usually in their 20s, it starts to happen. They're like, oh my gosh, why did I gain like the freshman 15? Or, but it's not just that. It's just the change of eating habits, if that makes sense.
So do you think that people are very quick to say like, oh, I have to just eat less,
Oh,
and
of course,
it'll work?
because that's like, diet culture.
Right.
Yeah, but, that is the way to lose weight is being in a calorie deficit, eat less. But there are so many other ways because people are afraid to eat less.
Right.
Like when I tell someone like, oh, you got to diet, they're like, I'm not going to, that's scary. Mm-hmm. So they just work out more, but it doesn't work.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right.
So it's like a little bit of everything. I tell people, eat a little bit better, work out a little bit more. It doesn't have to be like something crazy, just a little bit better than before. And you'll see
like
results.
swapping out choices.
Yeah, of course.
Even when I met you, you know me and I know my eating habits. And the thing that drew me to you the most is like, you don't have to make crazy changes. And you're like, and you can still have a skinny margarita if you want to have a skinny margarita.
Alex and I definitely have had our fair share of
and I'm
drinking
like, I can't give up my margs, okay? And you're like, I'm the same way. And I think that when you deprive yourself too much, if I know I'm on a diet,
oh, you will binge.
I drive myself crazy.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
It's nuts.
Yes. And that's where people are like, I can't lose weight. I'm like, well, you're going absolutely psycho on the weekends too. Because you're like, oh my gosh. Like, I use that term as like, it's like an addict. If they are depriving themselves and then they're like, oh my gosh, it's like a fix.
Right.
So it becomes an addiction. And that's what food addiction is,
Totally. Well, I do believe though, like there's a lot of, I don't know where I saw this years and years and years ago. I saw something with people who have like severe weight issues. It's mental. It's all mental. It's not that. I mean, obviously there can be genetics, right? Like if your mother or your mother's mother, like if there's
that's more internal health stuff, though.
Yeah, yeah. And I think it's fascinating because I even having the genetics that I have, like people eat when they're sad. People eat when they're lonely. People
Absolutely.
eat when they're happy. People eat when they're depressed. People, like all of these different reasons. I'm like, I'm not even, or when they're bored.
Yeah.
Even my kids, I'm like, you can't possibly be hungry. You're just bored. Like, let's do something else.
So I always tell people when it comes to your diet, it's not just the food that you're putting in your mouth. It's, figuring out what's going on behind the scenes of your, like, are you going through a divorce? Are you sad? Are you stressed? Like, look at those other things because that's going to influence, like, how are you sleeping? Like, there's so much more than goes into it. Like, so don't just think like, oh, I'm a bad eater. I have a shitty diet.
Right.
Think of like, okay, let me give myself grace. I have this going on. So let me focus on what I can control. Like, I can meal prep for lunch. I can pack a snack instead of going out. Like, little changes add up to the biggest results.
Right. Those little changes. I feel like too, everyone's like, I don't have time. And truly, 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 even me, in my life, like 2 kids, mom, work, all these things, if I woke up earlier, I could find time. And honestly, the truth is we have time for whatever we want to make time for. We just scroll a little less on social media and wake up a little bit earlier. You can find the time.
Oh, absolutely. You can always find the time. Even on like a 5 or 10 minute workout or something like that is better than nothing.
It so is. I used to be so good about that. I would like get on my floor in my bedroom and just do like crunches if I was like, I didn't make it to the gym in the morning, or I would do something. And I feel like it's also better when you're in it, like your body it craves that. It craves the
of course.
endorphins and the
it's
working
a habit.
out.
Then you are like, okay, I want to like continue on this habit. And then you start
Totally.
getting more motivated and then you get consistent and then you start seeing results. It's like that like domino effect of like endorphins and feeling good. And like it's addiction. It's like an addicting thing.
It is.
Once
It's
you
super.
get through it. But it's
Yeah.
like usually like those 3 days of like, oh my gosh, this sucks. Or like,
Right. For me, it's like when I fall off the wagon and I'm like, oh shit, I haven't worked out in 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is, getting back
It's the hardest
into
part.
the groove of it. And I always think to myself, how did I let myself get here again? Like, how did I fall off when I know how much it changes me for the better? Like, how did I let myself fall off the wagon here? Because it's so hard to get back on. But I don't ever think, somehow I'm just like, oh, it's been 3 months. I haven't worked out at all. I'm like, oh my God. I've got you knocking on my door.
I was like, do I need to come show up at your house earlier now?
Yes. I'm like, and it's funny because it's so quick too. Like the workouts are 45 minutes. It's like, really? Like there's really no excuse.
What you need to do as being as busy as you are is you need to like literally carve out that time.
I know.
Every
Dedicate.
single day. Make it a consistent thing. At this time, at 9 a.m. every day, I work out, or even 3 days a week or 2 days a week. You need to carve out that time for yourself so you can be better in all areas of your life.
Yeah.
Because when you're healthy, you release those endorphins and you're feeling your best and you're able to like, do more things.
Well, and I can't even like when I like, especially as I've gotten, this last year and I'm older, whatever, I don't know what my body's changing so much. I'm going to say when I'm skinny, but obviously we're thin, but I'm saying like when I feel my best and I'm toned and I'm tight and I'm the weight I want to be, getting dressed takes me 5 minutes. When I feel like I'm bloated or I'm over like the weight I want to be or things have gotten a little saggy or a little lower or not what I want, I'm like, it takes me so long to find something to wear and all the clothes just end up on the floor because I'm like, it's not the outfit, like it's me. Like I'm not happy with how things look on me. Yep. And I'm like, it's so frustrating. Like just get your ass into the freaking gym or do the freaking app and don't let yourself fall. But then I beat myself up about it. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm the worst person ever. How did I let this happen?
Like you said before, it's the mental aspect of it.
Yeah, totally.
But I feel like so many women especially can relate to that. I mean, even like twice a month, like during ovulation and before my cycle, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why am I even working out? Like, it's nothing. And then I'm like, fine the next day. But like, it's the mental aspect that is the biggest part of it.
Well, and our hormones. I feel like everyone and their mother, our hormone. If you're watching this, I can almost guarantee you your hormones are out of whack to some degree. They usually are.
Oh, of course.
Like,
I literally tell people, do not weigh yourself like during ovulation and before that time of the month because you will get discouraged, you will give up, and it will be like, okay, why am I doing this? Like, why am I working so hard for no results? But it's just part of being a woman.
Just get through it. You just got to get through it.
Exactly. So that's why like not letting the small things of like, oh, the fluctuation on the scale, like I went up like 3 pounds, big deal. No one can tell you gained 3 pounds. Like you're probably
we can tell. We can tell. We feel it.
I know, but that's the mental aspect of it.
Yeah. No, I know. Like ignore the mental. Just keep going.
Keep going. Consistency.
Just keep going. What do you think about? Because like for me, I get really Like when I go to the gym with you and you're like, do this machine, do that machine. I'm like, okay, this I can do. But I am so intimidated by the gym and the machines. Even if I see exactly what I'm supposed to do on like your app or on some other influencers post, they're like, do this at the gym. There's something about going by myself where I'm like, I would rather get ran over by a semi-truck. I don't want to go to the gym by myself.
A little dramatic, but
I'm terrified. And I'm like, everyone's looking. They know I'm doing it wrong. It's intimidating.
Okay, so that's the main thing is everybody thinks that like, they're doing it wrong. Or they're like, oh my gosh, is the weight going to follow me? Or is everybody watching me? Ultimately, no one is watching you.
No one's watching.
No one's
I
watching.
know.
It's a mental thing. But like what I suggest, let's say you join a gym, okay? Hire a trainer, invest in that for you just to show you the equipment. That's what I tell people because otherwise if you're going in there like blind, you're like, oh, I'm getting overwhelmed. You're not going to want to go. It's not going to be a joyous experience for you. But if you have someone like, okay, this is how you do this machine. You can even ask like anybody, can you show me how to use this? Like you don't seem stupid. Like everybody joins a gym every single day and they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I know that's true. That's what I think. But then I'm like, okay, here I am on the equipment. I know I'm doing it right because Paulina showed me how to do it. But I'm like, but I don't look like that girl, and I don't look like that girl. And I'm like, Alex, just put on your headphones and shut up and get through it because you're not going to get to look like that unless you're doing exactly what you're doing. And everybody has to start somewhere.
Everybody starts somewhere.
Do you think that people that go, I know we've done a lot of workouts at home, but do you think you get better results at home or at the actual gym?
I don't think there's any difference, to be
Really?
honest. Nope. If you have the equipment at home, like you have weights and like you can go heavier, like progressive overload. So like I always tell people, like if you're going to invest in weights, that like invest in like 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 30 pounds. So at least you can challenge yourself.
Yeah.
But honestly, I've seen better results from my clients working out at home. Like Heather, who has like a freaking 12 pack, like she's ripped. Versus like someone at the gym that doesn't look like her, you know? So it just depends, like what works best for you. Like,
how often is Heather working out?
Like 3 days we do strength and like 1 day she'll do something else.
I feel like once you get to a level where you're like, I really like the way I look, I'm really happy with this, you can like get away with 3 days, like working out 3 days a week, right?
I honestly say 3-4 days a week is good enough. And then like just move and be active, like walk your dog, like, you know, like play with your kids, hang out, like it doesn't need to be an everyday thing to see results. And people get that so wrong. Like I personally only wake up like 3-4 days a week. If I work out any more than that, I'm like, okay, I'm taking away time from my life. Like I'm bored of this. Like, and then I fall off. But if I'm able to be consistent, if I'm like, okay, 3 days a week, I'm working out when I want to, it's like a joyful experience for me rather than like I'm punishing myself because I ate this or like I drank 3 margaritas with Alex last night at Javier's.
Gotta be up in the morning, gotta work out. That's all I'm thinking about, literally. Like Paulina's coming over in the morning. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I can't be hungover. I think that also working out and women, especially, even men, there's more dad bods out there right now, this generation, than I've ever seen in my entire life with like my age demographic. And I feel like the guys who are like in their 50s look way better than the guys in their 30s because they're taking working out seriously and like taking their health seriously. But I feel like people who are active in the gym and being healthy about like having healthier lifestyles, they're having a lot more sex. I feel like it saves relationships.
Oh, yes.
Like,
think about it. Okay, like when you don't feel your best, do you want to have sex?
Hell no.
Exactly.
Or the lights are off, bitch. Turn the lights off. Which I have never been that girl. I have never been that girl. And the moment that has happened to me one time, and I was like, this is when you know things are bad.
Oh, of course.
I'm like, if I want to turn the fucking lights off during sex, we got a problem. Right?
No, of course.
I don't want to do that.
Honestly, like after this postpartum with 7, I had my daughter 12 months ago. Oh my God.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I felt
also I feel like you look better than you have ever looked in your entire life.
I'm really trying. I'm really trying.
You look insane.
Thank you. I'm trying. But I gained 45 pounds with each kid. This is my 3rd pregnancy. But postpartum this time around was the hardest for me. Like I didn't want to have sex with my husband because I'm like, I don't feel like I'm like in my body. Like turn off the lights. Like I was even like, I'm
and
tired.
That's your husband.
I'm tired.
Yes.
I'm tired. Like 1-2 weeks go back. I'm like, who am I? Like I'm saying no to my husband. I don't feel good in my body. I need to make changes. And like that's when I feel like it kind of like fueled my fire because I was tired of not feeling myself.
Right.
And that's the difference between people that are successful in this is like, are you going to do something about being tired or are you going to complain about it? I am so much not like the victim mentality kind of girl. Like I want to do something about it. I want to feel good. I want my husband to like, have a good marriage and do that kind of stuff. But
and feel good about yourself.
Absolutely. People who feel good about themselves have more sex.
Absolutely.
Naturally.
And I feel like the endorphins that you get also from, you feel good when you're working out, you're moving your body, all over the things. And honestly, I just feel like when you are working out and you're consistent, everything in life just kind of falls into place. Like when you're putting yourself and your body, this vessel that you're here on this earth with, you're respecting it more. Like everything in moderation, right? Like I'm not, me, my diet is all over the place sometimes. But when I am consistent and I am good to my body rewards me in so many ways.
I always tell people, like, taking care of yourself is the biggest form of self-love. Like taking care of your health, taking care of your body. Like that is the ultimate sacrifice of like self-love that you could show yourself.
Well, and even too, I remember when my kids were younger and I would have to, either find somebody to watch them or put them in, to the daycare thing. I would feel guilty. I mean, I felt guilty about everything.
Oh yeah, mom guilt is real.
And I'm like, this is literally making me such a better mom. Like I have to remember that. And being like this whole selfless person, actually you have to be selfish. You have to put your own oxygen mask on first.
I love that. I use that term all the time.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, you can't do anything if you were not healthy and like not taking care of yourself.
Right.
I feel like a lot of the people that I work with, I mean, I've worked with tens of thousands of women. And the people who are struggling most is the moms because they feel so guilty about putting like
taking time for themselves.
They're like, I could be pouring into my kids, but I'm like, you can't pour into your kids unless you're pouring into yourself.
Totally.
Your kids are watching you. Your kids see exactly what you're doing. Your kids see how depressed you are.
Right.
Your kids are watching you criticize your body. They're watching your marriage. They're watching everything.
So true. I feel too, I've had so many girlfriends that have, gone like this with their weight up and down, and not just weight, not even anything drastic or crazy, but just not feeling good about themselves and not feeling good mentally, not feeling good in their bodies. And once they start to get their shit together, like their relationship, they're like the husband or the fiance or the boyfriend, they're like, oh my God, like it's changed our lives. Like you being,
Absolutely.
I also think that women's hormones are so much different than men's hormones.
Oh my gosh, my husband is like this.
Even keeled.
And I am like,
yeah, exactly. So the gym and just working out and being healthy just completely changes that for sure.
Of course.
Do you think that it's more common than not for women to go like to fluctuate like dramatically up with their weight?
Absolutely.
Why is that?
Women,
Why do we do that?
We tend to have, we have hormones obviously that play a role and stuff, but we're typically more emotional than men. And think about like you're going through a breakup. You kind of use food as a crutch. We naturally always use food as a crutch or like workouts. All of our workout and our wellness routine is inhibited like on what's going on in our lives. So like if you are someone who's, everything's going great in your life. You're working out a ton. You're like, everything's good. You're not stressed with work. Your kids are great. You're going to be like healthier. But then when you have something else going on in your life, like something's not going well, your marriage is struggling, your kids or anything, it's going to get that fluctuation. So we are very in touch with like what's going on in our life. So a lot of the times that's where you see a lot of the fluctuations. Like when they're doing good, they're on their
So
high.
great.
But when they're not, that's when you see the fluctuations. But that's where being consistent comes in.
Right, being committed and like being consistent.
Dedicated. Like, because I never rely on motivation. If you would have asked me today, was I motivated to work out today? Hell
But you did
no.
it.
But I did because I'm like, I feel good when I work out. And I know if I don't work out, I'm not going to work out again tomorrow. I'm not going to work out again tomorrow. I'm not going to work out again tomorrow.
You're so level-headed about it.
But I just know myself.
Yeah.
I know myself.
But that's everybody.
Exactly.
Everyone. You always used to tell me, I'm like, I can't do it tomorrow. But you're like, I'm coming anyways because you're going to feel so much better. And then we would finish the workout and you're like, don't you feel better? I'm like, well, not right now. But in 20 minutes, I'm going to feel so good.
But then you text me like 4 hours later and you're like, I'm so sore. I can't sit on the toilet.
Feels so good. Well, for me, it's like getting it out in the middle. Getting it out of the way in the very beginning of my day is the best thing that I can possibly do.
It sets yourself up for a good day. And then also you eat better because you're like, okay, I worked out. I don't want to ruin that. And then.
So true. And I also feel it's such a good example for your kids. Not only that you're doing like something for yourself and being healthy and taking care of your body, it's just setting such a good example, like the consistency, the routine, like it's okay to do things for yourself. I think it's a domino effect. Are you taking peptides? Have you
started taking
into that
NAD.
yet? Okay.
It burns.
It burns. Does it itch?
No.
I started
taking it in
yet.
September because obviously like the peptide train, I am like I'm someone, once I get on something, I'm like, oh, let me research.
Oh, same.
Like
same.
I go down to like a full on rabbit hole of like, okay. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to do like a low dose of like, I think I was taking, I don't even know the dose, like a half of the vial of what I should have been taking.
Yeah,
but I was
micro.
like, okay, once a week. And then it started burning. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is normal. I am like super weird when it comes to like putting stuff in my body. Like I'm like, even if I take Advil, I'm like, like, do I have an ulcer? Like,
oh my God. Are you a hypochondriac?
I never used to be
Are you
like
a little
that until I had kids. I'm like, so now I'm like, I'm crazy. Like
You also, okay,
so
I'm
scared.
I get that. And that's okay to be scared. But you also, okay, I wanted to talk to you about your explant story because I feel, because I've also, and I went down like a really holistic, very naturopath, like
I feel like when I met you, you were like,
oh, I
on
used
that.
to be really crazy when my kids were little. Like I didn't use the microwave. I didn't use any Teflon. Like everything was homemade dog food, homemade chicken nuggets, everything in my house was homemade. But that's when I was a stay-at-home mom. And that was my life, was a homemaker. I don't have that luxury necessarily anymore, but I still know all of the information. And so like the blue light, the red light, the sauna, the implants, the first thing my naturopath told me, this was like 10 years ago, she's like, get your root canals out and get your implants out. She's like, nothing that I'm doing here is going to help you. And it wasn't. And I still haven't gotten my implants out. But you got your implants out.
I did.
And you've noticed, you were noticed. Tell me what your symptoms were before and what you've noticed after.
Well, first off, I always had a super flat chest. Like I was like a double A. So like
Before implants.
Before implants.
Okay.
Like literally a double A.
Okay.
Like I was like 200 pounds a double A. So
Okay.
I didn't get like the fat didn't go
boobies.
to my boob.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It went elsewhere, which was a good thing.
That was like a thing. I'm like, I want Paulina's butt. All I want in this world is have the boobs if I get the butt.
I'll take it. We have a perfect combo. No, but I wanted boobs, and that was like a really big part because I'm like, okay, if I had boobs, I can find a man. This is before I met my husband, and maybe someone will love me. Like
Weird.
maybe I had this like weird, like I didn't feel feminine. Mm-hmm. So then I met my husband before I had boobs, and I was like, okay, before my wedding, I want to get boobs. So I feel like the most beautiful on my wedding day. So I ended up getting boobs. I felt incredible. I'm like, this is amazing. Like, I'm so feminine. I like lost all this weight. I was like, I felt so good. But then about 8 months after I got them in, I started getting like weird digestive issues. Like I never had like any issues before, but literally I'd eat something and I'd be like throwing up, like so sick. And it was like stuff I was eating every day. Like almond milk would like give me an allergic reaction. And like I started having just super weird issues. So I'm like, okay, maybe I've got something going on. So I did like endoscopies, colonoscopies. And they're like, oh, you have IBS and Crohn's. And I was like, what? Like
Since when?
Since when? Like just like a couple months ago? Like I'm in a happy marriage. Like what's going on?
Weird.
So then I got pregnant with my first son. Everything was fine. It kind of went away. And then postpartum, it was like I could not eat a blueberry without getting an anaphylactic reaction. Like my body was rejecting everything. I was having rashes all over myself. Like I'm like, okay, this is postpartum. Like I literally was like, okay, I'm tired because postpartum. I have these rashes because postpartum. Like I never knew what to expect. So like it was all new to me.
Of course.
So then I just like I said, rashes, brain fog. Frequent like yeast infections. Like I got like a yeast infection in my mouth, on my head.
Yeah.
Like what else? Like ringing in my ears. I would also get really bad swollen lymph nodes under my armpits. And I'm like, okay, like almost like painful to shut my arms.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on? So that of course I was like, okay, I'm going down the rabbit hole. Like maybe I have like, I need a lymphatic drainage massage.
Yeah.
I need to do like hyperbaric chamber. Like I spent, I can't even tell you, $20,000 trying to do like all these holistic things. And then breast implant illness started becoming popular. And
Right.
I literally have every single one of these symptoms. And, that's where I was like, holy shit, like, is this me?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to admit that, like,
Right.
but that's the problem too, is like, I felt so feminine with them. I'm like taking them out. I'm like, is my husband going to leave me?
Oh my God,
Like,
stop it.
I know.
But yeah, but it's relatable. I get it.
But as a woman,
Yeah.
when I almost feel like they became my identity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, who am I going to be? Am I going to go back to that 200-pound girl who was uncomfortable in her body with no boobs and be like, okay, like you had your fun while it lasted, goodbye, So that was a really hard thing.
It was a really mental thing for you.
Yeah, it was really, really hard. But it completely changed my life. It saved my life. I felt like I was dying every single day. And
which nobody ever would, like, even me being your friend, I never would have.
No, because no one,
that.
but no one know. Like,
behind closed doors.
Yeah, but I don't like playing the victim like mentality.
Totally.
Like I grew up with that, so I feel like that was a lot of my childhood. So like I'm staying away from that. So I'm like, okay, if I'm gonna feel something, like let me take that matter into my own hands.
Yeah, I'm the same way, and it's funny too because once you get used to something and how you feel, even if it's really bad, that just becomes your new state of norm.
It's like a bad relationship.
You exactly.
You stay because you're like I don't know any better. Like, and I don't want to go. It's the fear of being outside of that.
Yes. And you don't know that how bad it is until you get on the other side of it where you're actually healthy again. And then you look back and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I lived like that for so long.
Exactly.
So you said that you noticed a difference like the day after. I remember talking to you and you're like, literally, I feel different. The day after, like waking up from surgery.
I literally felt like I could take a deep breath. It was the weirdest, like I can't even explain it. It sounds crazy, but I almost felt like it was like a reborn again kind of feeling because it's like you wake up just feeling different. Like you never usually go to sleep and you wake up and you're like, wow. Like it was the weirdest thing. So I just realized, okay, wow, I was really sick. And like maybe this is like, so I felt a lot of hope when I woke up from surgery. Like my eyes were wider. Like I didn't have like the dark bags under my eyes. I just like, I looked healthier.
Do you think that, because like I'm being serious when I say I think you look the best that I've ever seen you. Do you think that has anything to do with getting your implants out?
Oh, of course.
Like, do you feel like you were more inflamed? Do you feel like you were more like just less motivated, even mentally?
The first 2 weeks, I lost 10 pounds after getting my implants out. And I was
by not doing anything.
I was laying in bed. I was still eating normal.
So it's just inflammation, probably.
Oh yeah, like my bloating was gone. Like I didn't have any digestive issues. Like I didn't have any rashes on my skin. Like I wasn't like, it was crazy.
You said I remember you telling me too, because you were diagnosed with like some two autoimmune. And
so
they weren't thereafter.
So I think this is absolutely crazy. So after my postpartum experience, I got it tested because they're like, oh, let's do blood work. I thought it was like allergic reaction. So I'm like doing like the skin prick test. I'm like, they're like, you don't have allergies. I'm like, yes, I do. Listen to me. You're like,
Yeah.
But it turns out they diagnosed me with lupus and connective tissue disease. So like
through your blood,
through my blood. So I had a positive ANA, which is like the anti-nuclear antibodies, which a lot of people do.
Okay.
But then I think it's the DNSA or something. I'm going to pronounce that wrong. But that's like the lupus marker, and mine was like off the chart. And the doctor was like, he actually scared the shit out of me. He told me, he's like, oh, people with lupus usually like die younger. And I remember him saying that, and I was like, I went just like in a spiral. I'm like, I literally have lupus. Like
have babies.
Yeah, I have like little kids. Like what? So like, I feel like that really was like the turning point for me. I'm like, oh my gosh. But then I started reading like more and more on, breast implant illness, and a lot of people who said they, like, I joined Facebook groups. I joined like, all the things, TikTok, like everything. They said once they got their implants out, their blood work, their autoimmune blood work went back to normal.
That is crazy.
So I tested 6 months after I got them out, and all of my blood work is normal. And they even insured me for life insurance. Before, with my implants, they would not give me life insurance.
You're kidding.
Because of the lupus diagnosis.
Oh, because of the lupus diagnosis. Okay, so this is what's crazy though, is because I feel like even me, myself, I want to ignore it. I'm like, no, it's fine. My symptoms, because I have a ton of like symptoms and autoimmune stuff.
You've been telling me since we first met.
Forever. I have hyper and hypothyroidism. I've got, but I'm also like, I don't ever talk about that because I'm like, that's not real. Like, we're going to ignore that. We're not going to talk about it. Like, it's not real.
Alex, do we need to talk about
denial? It's denial.
I'm like, should we have the conversation?
I need an intervention because I'm like, I don't want to change. I don't want to do things. But it's funny because the whole breast implant illness thing, I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, it's like woo-woo, right? Okay, you're going to self-diagnose. Because it's not like you get blood work done and it says, you have breast implant illness.
Oh, for sure.
Right? And so for me too, I'm like, I'm going to bury my head in the sand because I'm vain and I've always had an infatuation with boobs since I was a very little girl. And for me, I'm like, it's part of my, I like them. For myself, I like them. But the reality is, should I probably get them taken out and see if the symptoms subside? Probably. I mean, my doctor said, get them taken out. Even because like sauna, I was doing sauna every single day because she's like, kill bind sweat. That's the protocol to get, rid of the candida and and then she's like, oh, wait a minute. It's actually making you worse because you have implants and you can't be in high heat with the implants. I'm like, kill me.
That's what I thought with my implants is I felt like everything that I would do to move like my health forward, it would like take a step back. They're like, oh, but because you have this, like yours, like, you know, like the everything just took me 2 steps back. And I was like, okay. But that's when you were saying like the vain, like the vanity of it. Like you feel vain of like, they are you like them. Like it was such a hard decision, Alex. Like I'm telling you, like it wasn't
I get
easy.
it.
Like,
I know.
So like anybody who is going through something like this, like it's not an easy decision. Like it took me a lot, like it took them telling me that I'm going to lose years off my life with my children to be like, holy shit, what's more important? Is it my kids or is it my
vanity? Yeah. I would rather though a doctor, I feel like doctors now are so, first of all, you have to be your own advocate for everything. You and your kids.
No one is advocating for you more than yourself.
Not even doctors. And so I feel like a lot of doctors, everything's so nonchalant to them. You're like, something serious is wrong with them. They're like, you're fine. Okay, you have lupus, not that big. But if a doctor's like, hey, this is serious and you're probably going to die younger, it's like, okay, I need to change something.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
I did this. You did the Core Viva thing, right?
Yeah, I just did that.
The whole body scan.
Yes.
So
I was so nervous, by the way.
You were?
Before,
I wasn't very nervous. You and Amanda were so nervous.
Oh, I was like, I have a brain tumor. Like something's wrong. So like, yeah,
I don't know why.
Maybe I am a hypochondriac.
No, you're not a hypochondriac. I think that this is why I went into, and I feel like the older, you start to get a little bit older and you realize I can't bury my head in the sand any longer. Like I have my children and I thought to myself, listen, if there's something going on inside my body, I want to know now because I could still prevent it rather than wait another 5 years and then maybe like, okay, the tumor's too big to do anything about or the cancer's spread. And also that company was like, we will put you into it. Like we have all of these connections.
I loved that about them. Yeah, no, I honestly, my experience was amazing with that. Like I highly recommend it to anybody. Like this is not sponsored or anything.
No,
like I just genuinely, like I loved,
great.
It was an amazing experience because I felt when I left that scan knowing that like, okay, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I felt like it opened up like I don't know how to explain it. Like I was like, okay, I'm going to be around for my kids longer.
You're relieved.
Like it's like a relief, like a weight's lifted off your shoulders. Yeah. Even though like, it's like the denial of like, admitting like something may or may not be wrong with me, you know? So it's really cool that they have that technology now that you can like, electively go in there and be like, okay, like tell me what's wrong with my body.
How many follicles did you have? Did they check your follicles?
They told me I had a lot.
They did? They told me I had a lot too.
But
Amanda and I are, I probably shouldn't be talking about Amanda, but she talked about it on her Instagram. We're so fertile for being our age. You're younger. You're a lot younger. But
how many follicles do you have?
I think I have 11 follicles.
Ooh.
And I think you're born with like 10 on each side, 10 or 12 on each side.
Can we go compare our follicles?
Which is like, and I'm like, you can see my follicles? He saw every part of inside of me. Like when I was looking, I was like, oh my God, you are literally looking into my soul right now. Because we go over the whole scan.
Oh, I know. But they were like looking at my,
what?
Am I allowed to say?
You can say whatever you want.
I guess they were like looking inside my uterus and like my endometrial. Like, so apparently I have not endometriosis. I have adenomyosis. See, these words I don't even know.
What is it?
It's like where the like endometriosis outside of your uterus. So it's growing into my muscle on my back. But he was like, I could literally like see my vagina.
That I literally,
I'm like,
no, literally,
Paulina, like he's like zooming in.
I'm like, you can see my butthole. Like literally, I see my butthole on the screen. I'm like, can we turn it off? I'm getting really uncomfortable here. He saw and everything.
They're like zooming in. Yeah,
and I'm like, you got 9 follicles, and he's zooming on them. I'm like, okay, that's good, great. Let's focus on the brain.
Or I'm like, something's dark. I'm like, what's that? And he's like, oh, that's poop. Or like,
no. You're like that. You're constipated. You're like, take some more reset. I know it was very invasive, but I was like, I want you guys to see everything.
I want you to dive deep. Yeah.
And then I thought, this is how weird my brain works. Because he was, of course, I'm like, wait, you can literally see everything. And I'm like, what if I would have had like a tampon in? Would he have seen my tampon?
Oh, for sure. He saw that I had, weird. He saw that literally like, because I had just stopped breastfeeding. He's like, wow, you have a lot of like milk in your boobs. So I was like,
this is so weird. He also could see, this is actually a really funny story. He's like, I had a male client come in, one of his friends, and he was like, whatever, Tom. He's like, did you get filler in your face? And the guy
told me I had filler in my face.
No. And he's like, bro, I can see the filler. He's like, that was like 5 years ago. He's like, it doesn't dissolve, which I was thinking, he told me I still had filler here, or I forget where. Oh no, here. And I was like, I got filler there when I was like 26 years old. And this was a decade ago.
That's crazy.
And he said, it's still there right here. And I remember I had it for a line, which I don't know if I have the line still, but I thought filler dissolved after
That's what they say. Yeah, it's crazy. And they do the ultrasound thing too now. Have you done that? Where they like, They use that to
To
dissolve
do
your
what?
filler.
To dissolve it?
Like they shine an ultrasound on it on your face and they see where the filler is. But yeah, my face like had a lot.
I feel like it also never really dissolves. Like when I did my lips, I had them dissolved so that the doctor.
But they're still bigger than
they're
before.
still.
I know,
Oh
I know.
no, they're still. And I got them done again. Like I did more after they
Your lips
dissolved
look good.
them, and because I had scar tissue. So really, what it is in my lips right now, they tried to dissolve into the scar tissue, but it's kind of impossible. So I literally still have scar tissue like under my lip.
Really?
And that's what gives it a lot of the volume, which is, I'm like, it's better. But there's got to be filler in there. I mean, there's
but it
still,
looks
it's
good.
so hard to get
I
rid
know.
of shit like that.
It's
even though
crazy
they
because
say
it's
it
like we go
dissolves.
through these like trends of like, like filler was like super in a couple years ago and we all like dabbled in, like you said, like on your line or like your lips. I'm like,
Right.
same. And it's like, you never really know if it's
But when it
gone.
doesn't
Like,
dissolve, that's
I know I've
crazy.
dissolved like all of my filler besides my lips. Like I touch them up.
But you did
like,
dissolve your lips too, didn't you?
yeah, I did. I dissolved like literally like 2 syringes of dissolved
Yeah.
on my lips and then like did like a half of a syringe just for like a more natural look.
Same.
Because like after my explant, I feel like,
Like, I need something.
yeah, but I also feel like it didn't match my personality anymore. Like I used to have like these double D, like huge boobs and then like going from like a double D to like a double A, like
Yeah.
with huge lip. It just didn't look right.
Yeah.
So I,
Totally.
my whole look
You look
changed.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like if they would go more so with telling us in the beginning, hey,
This is never going to
gonna
dissolve. When you were, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
It's insane.
Which is even crazier because people get, when they go in for their yearly like lip, it's like they're not any smaller. You've just gotten used to the size there. That's why you see everyone walking around with duck lips, because I think these women think that their lips
dissolve
like,
and then they're like,
not.
I need more. Yeah.
You're just getting used to them.
It's like hair extensions. Oh, don't even get me started.
I can't do the hair. They drive me. I get so
I
claustrophobic.
know, but like when you take them out, you literally feel like you're
Feel
bald.
bald. That's true. Well, that's like
But
eyelashes.
you get used to it. Oh,
That's same as eyelashes too. You're
you have
like
lashes on right now?
No, I can't.
You have
I
really
feel
good
like they
lashes.
pull
Mine are
out-
like straight. So I
Mine
have to
are
have
straight
extensions.
too.
Really?
But I do think though the same thing with eyelash extensions and and hair extensions. It does get rid of. I think your hair just grows back. I think your hair does get thinner.
Oh, for sure.
It for sure pulls out your hair.
It does.
They're just like,
100%.
no, it's just feel. I'm like, no,
no, for
it's
sure.
gone.
No.
But it grows back.
If you learned anything on this podcast, don't get extensions.
Don't get hair extensions. Okay, just get better hair products.
Exactly.
And better
Take
hairstylists.
exactly.
Take better care of your hair. But I do feel like there is a higher standard here in like LA, Orange County.
Oh, of course.
For like maintenance. It's so funny because I was talking to a guy the other day, not from here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, do girls even get pedicures where you live? Like there's no, like most women aren't having this type of like maintenance. Like every 2 weeks, the eyelash extensions, the hair, the tanning, or whether you're going and getting a spray tan or a fake tan, fake and bake, the lips, the freaking Botox. Like this is not as common all over the country and the world.
For sure.
as
I
it
feel
is
like
here.
we're in that like bubble, and it's hard.
It is hard, but we do look pretty good. I mean, and here's the thing too. No, where I grew up, people aren't working out. Like
I still think that's crazy. Like
that, what people aren't working out?
no, I mean like that you grew up somewhere else. Like
Well, I grew up in California, but it was like
you grew up in California. Like, but it's just different regions of like places.
people are
like
not. I remember when I moved here, I was 15, and my mom was like, and my mom, it gets pretty. She even when she's in her little aloe sweatsuit
Your
or
mom is
whatever.
so cute.
She's
I love
always
her.
done it. She doesn't wake up and not do her makeup. She's
perfect.
Like her mother was the same way. You wake up, you do your makeup, you look presentable, you do your hair, whatever. But even when she's in sweat, she's just adorable and she always does herself up. Anyways, when we first moved here, I remember her asking my aunt, she's like, why is everybody in sweats all the time? Like no one gets ready. And I'm like, but they all look like their bodies are insane. And it took my mom years to understand, like, oh, this is just the culture of like athleisure. And women around here, they take such great care of their bodies or they're, doing something active most of the day. They just stay in like this athleisure wear and they look good in it.
Oh, for
like
sure.
where I'm from, nobody, like working out was not the culture. People can like diet. Everybody was obsessed with like Atkins at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and then everyone started dying. They're like,
yeah.
no,
Yeah, it's crazy.
Not okay.
Yep.
But that just wasn't the culture where I was from.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you feel like living in Orange County, there's like this like stigma of like you have to be like this like certain look to like keep up with it? Like, do you find yourself like comparing yourself? Because I feel like being in this like bubble that we're we're constantly like comparing or evolving or like, I need this, I need this, I need this. Like,
For sure.
Do you feel like you've fallen into that? Like,
I do more now that I am this last year. I don't know whether it's just the last year's just taken a toll on me, and so it's starting to show more physically.
You've had a hard year.
I'm like, oh my gosh, because I've always had a lot of confidence, right? Yeah. But I've also never been like, oh my God, look at this wrinkle, or oh my God, look at this, or my, And now that I'm starting to kind of feel that way, I'm like, okay, I gotta like keep up. I can't let myself fall apart. But I don't know if it's so much me saying I'm comparing myself to everybody else, or me just thinking, wow, a lot of people take care of themselves. I don't think being extreme and going out and trying to be somebody that I'm not, but I still want to look like myself, like
Absolutely.
the best, healthiest, youngest version of myself. Yeah. Not so much where I'm like, I need my lips to be, 5X and my hair to be down to my ass,
for sure.
and as blonde as it can possibly be. But I think there's pros and cons to that. Being surrounded by, same thing as like with my friends. I want to be surrounded by beautiful, healthy, vibrant women who are good wives and good parents, so that they hold me to a certain standard, right? Yeah. Being around people that are insecure and jealous, I'm like, you're obviously not happy with yourself.
No, exactly.
Right? So I like being around people that hold me to my highest standard and make me want to be a better version of myself.
I love that.
Yeah.
I feel like that plays a huge role in everything. Like even like your workout routines and your wellness and your health and your, how you are as a person is who you surround yourself with. Right. If you hang out with people who don't work out, don't care about prioritizing themselves, they don't, take care of themselves, like you're going to fall into that.
Totally. And it's just, lifestyle differences too. It's funny because even me, since I've been single, or since my divorce like 10 years ago, especially during the beginning, like the first 5 years when my kids were younger, it was so sad to me because I don't want to hang out with like the single friends, especially the single friends that don't have kids, let alone the single friends that are, a lot of times the single moms, they're like party mode or they're like whooping it up. Yeah. And I'm like, I want to hang out with the families. Yeah. But a lot of the families, the women are insecure, and I'm like, I'm not trying to steal your freaking husband. I just want to hang out with the kids, have a home-cooked meal. Like, can't we all just hang out and pretend I have an invisible husband here? Like, I don't want to hang out with my single friends.
Yeah, no, it's so hard. I know.
And I'm like, what the hell? Because I want to be around the people who are good wives and people who are, the family unit. That's what I've always been drawn to. And so it's funny because, again, back to women who are not as confident in that space. I feel like they just think everything is a jeopardy. I don't know how to explain it, but
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I do think that there is a culture here where it's, you got to keep up. And if you don't keep up, you're going to get left behind. You fall to the back of the line. You fall to the back of the line. But I think too, it's funny because so many women do things. They get like, surgery blindness or Botox blindness or whatever.
Oh, for sure. I feel like even I got that. Like, you're in this, like, you stop seeing yourself like that way. Mm-hmm. It's easy to,
Totally.
Even like your body too. Like sometimes you're like, oh, like you gain a little weight and you don't even realize it sometimes, like until your
or
jeans.
It's the opposite.
Or it's the opposite.
Body dysmorphia.
Yeah. Or your jeans start getting a little tight. Then you're like, oh geez, did I wash my jeans? Or like, did I dry them too much? Like what's going on?
Right.
So
it's not me.
Yeah.
The damn dryer shrunk those jeans again. It wasn't the Mexican, everybody
can relate to that.
That Javier's that I had, definitely, or the margarita.
No, it wasn't that.
I think to people though, here's the thing too, especially with being on social media. Yeah. Everybody has a fucking opinion. It's like, listen, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah. Yep.
But I would rather it be a culture of wanting to be, not anything like obsessive, right? Yeah. Balance. But I'd rather it be a culture of being hyper fixated on taking care of yourself than the opposite and being a schlumpadinka and letting yourself just rot.
A what?
A schlumpadinka.
I have never heard that term.
You never heard that term?
What?
I think it was on Oprah like 25 years ago. A schlumpadinka. Like what I'm wearing now, if I had my hair in a ponytail, I would not
classify you as a
It's called a schlumpadinka.
I would that. That's
people who don't get ready, people who don't take care of themselves, people who, honestly, shout out to a lot of stay-at-home moms because I was this way. Like we just don't. I also saw you post something on Instagram the other day. You're like, I've made 2026 a year where I want to just get dressed every morning. And you always look freaking cute.
No, I don't.
But you were like saying, I want to put on real clothes.
For sure. No, so I think
I love that.
2026, I feel like has already started off like to a good start. I almost feel like wellness is kind of becoming a little bit more trendy and like gut health and like prioritizing. Like every year is becoming more and more a thing. So I feel like, I've got like the workouts down, I've got the diet, whatever, but I feel like I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going anywhere today. Like I'm working from home. Like I'm playing with the baby. Like I'm going to get, crap all over me, like with the kids. I'm playing outside in the mud. Like I don't need to put normal clothes on. But then I feel like I'm so much less productive when I don't get ready.
Because that's your mindset.
And then I'm like, I look in the mirror, I'm like, oh, geez. Like, oh God.
I don't want to
look
look at
my hair is not like blown. You know when your hair is like wet and you go to bed with wet?
Oh.
Do not go to bed with that wet
Just
hair.
don't even wash it that night. Just don't wash it because it's going to look crazy in the morning.
I know. I'm like my poor husband. Like he thought,
he
thought he married someone, and then like he wakes up in the morning, he's like,
Paulina, as if.
No, it's true.
He wakes up every day and he's like, damn, I scored. That that's what he's thinking.
I don't think so.
I'm going to ask him next time.
I'm going to send you a picture of me tomorrow morning. I'm going to text you and you're like,
I highly doubt it. I think though that for me, it's less about what I'm wearing. And it's more like if I just do my hair and makeup every day, I feel so.
You feel so
little
good.
bit of makeup. It makes such a difference in my whole day. Do you do your makeup every day? Pretty much.
2026, I've been trying.
Yeah.
Because I always tell my husband, I'm like, I'm a -1. Like before I do my makeup, and then I feel like not like looks wise, but I feel like a negative.
Yeah,
I feel like a -1, and
you
then
feel like a schlumpadinka.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when I do my hair and makeup, it doesn't even matter how I look. I'm like, okay, I feel like a 10. So like when you feel like a 10, like fake it till you make it. Like
totally.
I'm much more productive in work, and I'm a better mom, and I feel like a hotter wife, and like it like trickles into all areas.
You're like, I am more enjoyable for everybody if I just put makeup on in the morning.
Oh, for sure.
And not even to. Maybe it is a little bit of vanity, but it's a mental, like when you're saying you walk past the mirror and you're like, oh God, like, and I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to, I don't want to go on social media, which is my livelihood. But I'm like, also people are getting sick and tired of seeing me with no makeup on Instagram. They're like, bitch, put some mascara on. Be somebody.
What are you talking about? You always
my mom gives me shit because she puts in the work, also talking about like, she's like, she was talking about wanting to do something else, like to her body. I don't know if it was her face.
What?
Or her wanting to do something like a tummy tuck maybe or butt. I'm like, you need to stop, Mom. She bought this thing the other day. It's like electrolysis. It stimulates. She bought it off like freaking TikTok. It was like $100.
TikTok shop.
It is
like a 6-pack from TikTok shop.
I'm not going to lie.
Does it work?
It's shorts. You put the shorts on and then it stimulates your butt cheeks. I'm not gonna lie, I tried it.
You're gonna go on a date, and
I saw a difference in her ass. I swear to God. But she's like me, where she gains muscle really, really quickly.
Yeah, you do gain muscle
and
really
I
fast.
do. It's just like there's no excuse. I have no excuse to not be working out 3 times a week. But so I put these shorts on, and it hurts. Like you can crank that baby up. And she's like, I didn't think you could gain muscle after like the age of 50. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's not what Paulina said. You could gain muscle.
Absolutely.
At any age, right?
Yes.
It's much harder though after 30 or something like that?
Usually after like menopausal years. Like, that's when it's more hard just because you don't have the hormones and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, obviously your metabolism slows down.
Yeah.
Your BMR, like the rate at which you're burning calories and also like your activeness, like you naturally lose muscle as you age.
Yeah.
But that's why lifting weights is the most
everything.
Anti-aging thing that you can do. Literally, out of anything. Like the people who are like 100 years old, they're moving their body. They're lifting weights. They're like, those are like the kind of people I want to be like.
Yeah. The weights, really big on the weights. Everybody is like, that's what everybody says right now. Yeah. Weights.
Because muscle, like having more muscle burns calories at rest.
Yes, I've seen that. I've heard that.
So like,
I've read that.
The more muscle, like in muscle, people always get this wrong. 1 pound of fat is equal to 1 pound of muscle. They both weigh 1 pound. Math. But muscle is like super dense, like this, and then fat's like this. So like the composition could be completely different, and you want to be that like muscle mommy, like you want to feel good and like you want to age well. Because that's when you get the skinny fat of like no muscle.
Yeah, I feel like I'm skinny fat.
You're not skinny fat.
Just fat.
No.
It's just like there's a lot of skin right now happening. I'm like, where did this come from? There's no muscle. But it's so funny because every time I'm watching an Instagram, and you know how it is, like you click one video and then your whole fucking feed is like, if I watch one video about a butt workout, all my whole feed is like people who are working out their butts. But every time I see something they're like the muscle and the this and this is one and muscle's heavier or muscle's
It's not heavier.
But then I'm like, you're so smart. Like everything that you also a big thing that is changed for me is when you said to not have coffee before you eat protein.
Yep.
That made a really big difference for me because the first thing I ever did when I would wake up in the morning was drink my coffee on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was better for me because it kind of curbed my appetite.
So
but then
this is a really important topic that a lot of people don't know. It's like one of those education things I was talking about in the beginning was like, so think about it. Coffee is like straight acid, okay?
I know.
Like it's acidic. So when you put coffee, like you digest overnight, whatever, when you're sleeping, you wake up in the morning and the first thing that you're going to put in your body is a stimulant that's acidic. So first off, you put into stomach acid, you're creating inflammation right there. Acid on acid equals inflammation. So you're bloating, okay? Coffee's a stimulant, which means it's going to reduce your appetite. So you're probably not going to eat until 11:30, 12, like lunchtime.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that's great.
But that's not good for your metabolism. It's not good for your cortisol levels. It's not good for your hormones. Like short term, fine.
What if
deal.
it's black coffee and you're just fasting? Doesn't that count as like fasting?
But I don't like fasting for women because we have hormones. Because if fasting will wreck your hormones, it's good for inflammation. Or like if you fast for a couple days, great. A week, fine. But like long term, anything long term like that can mess up your hormones is gonna like you said, everybody has some kind of hormonal imbalance. And when your hormones are not balanced, it's gonna make weight loss easy or harder. It's gonna make your mood, it's gonna make your muscle your hormones play such a huge role in your body, your mood, your energy, everything. So when you mess that up, it's gonna be hard to get back. So the little change of like protein and like, getting in a meal during like beginning of the day, it's gonna set you up for more success. And even if you don't like want to have breakfast and you're not a breakfast person, put some collagen or like protein in your coffee. Yeah. Like blend it, do something. Like make your own frappuccino. Like anything helps.
You even your supplement Reset, the morning one, the AM one. It's because Gia takes it too. She takes your AM and your PM. Yay! And she's like, "Mommy, you have to take it after." She's so by the book. Anything you tell her, like that girl's gonna do. I'm like, whatever. Like it's just not. It might not matter that much. But my girlfriend did take it. I told you she was taking it for. She lost 8 pounds in 2 weeks. But she's like crazy in the gym too. I'm like, you don't need to lose any more weight. But she's like probably training for like a what do you call it? A
bikini competition.
Yeah, a competition or something. And she's like, I can't lose any more weight. And she saw me post it. And so she said, can I take it on an empty stomach? I said, you're supposed to eat with it. I was like, but sometimes I take it on an empty tummy.
But you don't have any stomach issues.
Huh?
You don't have any stomach issues?
Not yet. Knock on wood.
No, I mean, like sometimes, like if you have a sensitive stomach, the only reason it says to take it with food is just because the berberine can cause an upset stomach. Berberine is naturally shown to like lower your insulin levels and your blood sugar levels. So like when you don't eat and you have lower blood sugar, you might feel off. Oh boy. Wow. Okay. I didn't know that. Well, yeah, no, I usually, it's hard for me to eat in the morning. It really is. I have no appetite. It sucks. But what time do you eat dinner?
6:37.
So you're just not
And then I have a little nibble.
Oh, so
before bed.
That's it.
A little snacky here.
You just got called out.
Little sweet treat. Little sweet treat.
I would like to know what your sweet treat is.
Last night, my sweet treat.
Oh, last night. Okay.
What? No, I didn't have one last night because I was not feeling well. But the night before that, my sweet treat was, what was it? Oh, I have these dates with peanut butter in them and chocolate on top of them.
Okay, that's fine.
They're dipped in, but just one bite, literally one bite, and I'm like, that's enough for me, and I'm good. And then I go to bed, and it probably messes up my whole metabolism.
Have it with your dinner, like after your dinner. Have it right after.
I don't want it.
But yeah, exactly. But then you have it.
You've already force myself to eat the sweet treat, and then I won't want it later.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Also, my uncle used to tell me, he was like a nutrition kind of guy. He's like, have a spoonful of honey. I'm like, that's not satiating.
No.
He's like, I'm not trying to eat like a whole bucket of cookies. I just want like a little sweet and a little crunchy, something sweet, a little crunchy.
Another thing you can do is brush your teeth.
Paulina, you're telling me if I brush my teeth, I'm going to not have a sweet treat craving.
Yes.
Because I'm not going to want to eat it?
It tricks your brain into thinking you're full because of the mint in your mouth. Your taste buds.
Oh, I thought you were just saying like maybe you're like, oh, I already brushed my teeth. I don't want to eat anything after I brush my teeth. And the mint in your mouth.
Like think about it. If you have a piece of gum, are you going to go like want to have a bag of chips?
I heard that gum actually can stimulate the salivary, what is it?
Yeah, make you
gland
hunger.
And actually make your stomach think. So it creates all of these enzymes and digestive, enzymes that makes your stomach think that food is coming. So gum can actually be bad.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying like just to get the flavor in your mouth. Like
that's actually the brushing the teeth thing might actually work for me. I'm going to try that.
Try it.
I'm actually going to try that because I don't like eating anything after I brush my teeth. So a lot of people,
I tell people who struggle with like, I have a lot of like clients who will be like, okay, like I have like a food addiction and I like think about food all day long. I'm like, okay, brush your teeth after breakfast, brush your teeth after your snack, brush your teeth. And they're like, oh my gosh. And they lose a ton of weight.
That is actually, because kind of making fun of it in the beginning, but now I'm thinking about it and that might actually make sense. That might actually help me because I'm like, this is how bad I am. When I'm done and it's nighttime and I put my show on or whatever, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to brush my teeth because I know I'm going to go have a sweet treat. I'm going to have a sweet treat. So I literally wait until the very end.
So relatable. I think all of us think that way.
So I'm going to brush my teeth.
You're like, oh my God.
Sooner. Because then I might not, even though I don't think the sweet treat is like, but sometimes I do get a little crazy.
It's going to change your, like you're not going to think about your sweet treat. Trust me. Just trust me.
Why does it always have to be sweets too? What is that about us girls? Okay, let me ask you a couple more questions. How difficult is it doing all that you do? Working, training, business owner, social media, 3 kids. How do you make it look so easy?
There is a lot of struggle behind the scenes.
Because you do make it look easy, and I know you.
Well, I appreciate that. Like that's a very big compliment, but it's not easy. Like if you saw what goes behind the scenes in my life, like you'd be like, oh my gosh, that is chaotic. Like, you know, but I know I'm in that season of building. Like I'm in that like season of little kids and building a business and like, I know it's short term. So I just keep going through, but like, it's not, it's hard on me. And I wish I could be like, okay, I've got like the work-life balance, like handled. Like I've got it all put together, but I don't. Like, this is something I'm like honestly still working on every day. And I struggle with it because it's like, I want to pour into my kids, but then I feel guilty of not pouring into my business. And then I want to pour into my business. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, my kids. And like that, I feel like one is getting like left out. So it's like, it's hard to find that like perfect medium. And then like also my husband and my
being
marriage.
a good wife. Yeah.
I'm like, that's like that's number one for me because if I don't have a good relationship with my husband, like I've got nothing. Like I can't be a good mom if me and my husband are fighting or, you know.
Yeah.
And
you
even
guys have
like
a beautiful relationship.
Thank you. I am very, very blessed. But it's freaking hard. Yeah. Like, you know, like as a single mom, I rely heavily on my husband. Yeah. So like the fact that
the other day I texted Paulina and I was like, hey, do you have a handyman that could come build this like Christmas gift I got Gia? And she's like, my husband. Well, he is my handyman. I'm like, that must be nice.
I know. I'm like, he can come over. Like, do you need help? Like, no.
I'm like, rub it in. She's like, my husband builds all my stuff. I'm like, okay, yeah, touche. It was so funny. But yeah, you guys have a great relationship.
Thank you. I'm very lucky. But yeah, no, it's a lot that goes behind the scenes. And I
day by day,
but I feel like I am a kind of a go-getter because of everything that I've been through in my life. I feel like I've always strived for more. Like, and I feel like it's a blessing and a curse. And I feel like you're a lot like me, and that's why we get along so well, is like I never feel like 100% comfortable where I'm at.
I was just having this conversation the other day because it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
Because nobody can really be like us if we have a victim mentality, right? No, so we're not really ever complaining about anything. We're kind of doing it all. We make it look easy. So people think that it is easy, or people think that, you know, we're just, everything falls in our lap, right? They don't see a lot of the behind the scenes, which is kind of any entrepreneur or business person. But I will say it's hard because I don't feel like people like us, we don't acknowledge our small wins and our small victories. And we have so many of those because we're always like, wait, it's not good enough, or it's not big enough, or what's the next thing, or how am I going to do this? And it's this never ending cycle. Like, will it ever actually be enough?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm actually like, I think you're like
you brought me a new product today. Yeah. I'm like, you just launched your other product.
My goal, I'm in therapy now. Like, just not necessarily for like anything, but like just to like compartmentalize, like, hey, like it's okay to like take rest. Like it's okay to like compartmentalize like the small wins and like celebrate those, and like, you know, being able to be like, okay, that's not as important today. Like it doesn't need to get done today.
Yeah.
Like I am very much like type A. When I want something, I am like, I'm going to do everything I can to get it. And, you know, I feel like taking time and like slowing it down and pausing and resting and taking care of myself, all those things will add up to like the big results in the end.
Yeah. Well, and your nervous system. Like my nervous system is never in neutral.
Oh,
it's
especially with kids.
up.
Oh, my kid. Oh.
It's always ramped way up there.
Or when I think I'm good, I'm like, oh, I'm so relaxed. My boys will like hit me with like
Right.
a ball on the side of the head. I'm like, oh gosh, this is great.
I know. This is great. This is what I wanted. This is my dream. Dream come true. I think though too that as moms, it is like we were talking about this in the car the other day. We were going somewhere, you and I and Amanda. And I was like, I'm starting to feel like I get like when a birthday comes around or like a holiday, I start to feel like guilty because time goes by so fast when we're in this mode of go, 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 go. Even if you're not an entrepreneur, but just the life of being a mom. Yeah. And you're like, oh my God, where's the last 5 years or 3 years or 10 years gone? I feel I'm like guilty. I'm like, was I not enjoying those moments?
Was I fully
present? Was I
fully present? Was I there? Like, it's
sometimes
hard.
I can't even remember.
I know. It makes me
and it makes me feel really guilty, but it makes me feel better knowing that most other moms also feel
100%
this
feel that
way.
Of course. Any mom who's a good mom feels these things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would feel more nervous if you didn't feel those things because it's like, you hold those memories like and they come and go so you can make new ones, you know? Yeah. But it's like every mom feels that. Like I for sure feel that.
Well, and then looking back
to my core.
I'm like, wait, the reason my mom probably took all those home videos and pictures is because so she would remember because she probably doesn't remember any of that stuff either. Yeah. Like we can't be alone in that.
Absolutely not.
Like,
but luckily we have like iPhones and stuff now. We could take it. Even though I'm not in any of the pictures with my kids.
Me either.
Shout out to my husband. Like, you need to start taking.
I need a husband just to have a total.
But
like,
I have a husband, and I don't have that
because you're the one taking them.
Yes.
Like every pictures of us,
or like when he does take a picture of me, I'm like the
like,
worst face.
That's not
or
going
like
anywhere.
There's like food in my teeth, and like versus him is like portrait mode. Like
we need to bring back. Like old school cameras, even Polaroids. I started buying Polaroids for me and the kids and getting them printed. So I have like a hard copy of the photos. And then you're not like analyzing. You're like, you took one photo and it's done. And if someone's blinking, they're blinking. If somebody's hair is messed up, it's messed up, whatever. I just want the memory because I never print stuff off my phone. Like it goes into the digital.
Of course, the cloud.
The digital frame thing, but that's it.
I know
it's not like, there's not a lot of photos that I'm printing. I should do that. I actually do need to do that. But anyways, okay, let me see. I think I had one.
Rambling.
I wanted to see if you wanted to talk a little bit about something, but that's going to be such a long discussion. I did want to ask you one question about personally, what is it that you feel like was your personal like rock bottom moment for you?
Oh, I love when you ask me deep questions.
What do you think it is?
So, like I told you, my mom was an addict growing up. So when I was 10 years old, my mom, like it was like 2008, both of my parents were drinking heavily. The cops are at my house every night. I'm taking care of my younger brother. And I felt as a 10-year-old girl, the only thing I could really control was my food. So like I felt like I found a lot of comfort in food, and that's when I started gaining weight because I'm like, my parents are gonna fight, and like I was always worried someone was gonna be killed, and like I had a lot of anxiety as a kid because I'm like, what do I do? Like no one was there helping me. Like it was just kind of like the parental figures that were supposed to protect me.
Right.
I felt like the most scared of, like not of them, like they weren't hurting me, but like just more like domestic violence. Like it was not a joyful environment. So the only thing I could control was my food. So then I went into like middle school and high school, and I was like bullied heavily. Like so my nickname was Big P.
What was it?
Big P, like Big P. So like all the guys would be like, "What's up, Big P?" Like,
oh my gosh.
And
like,
were
they bullying you, or was that just?
Oh no, they were bullying me. Like
mortified.
Oh yeah, like I remember like boys would like someone brought me piggy ears to wear. Like,
did you tell me you did not put them
I didn't put them
okay.
on. And then like I had like a crush on some guy. And he came up to me and tried to like, he's like, "Oh, I heard you had a crush on me. Like, let me give you my number." And he gave me like a little sheet, and there was like all these people surrounding. I'm like, "Oh my God, this like my crush is giving me his number."
Yeah.
And I opened the sticky note, and it said 1-800 Jenny Craig on it.
Your kid. This is like, that gave me goosebumps. This is like a scene from like a movie.
I feel like those moments are really my rock bottom because I was like, okay, not only am I struggling at home, like I don't have a safe place at home. What I found comfort in is now hindering me.
Right.
It's making me bullied. Like I don't have anybody. I don't have anything. Like what am I here for? Like why am I here? Like what's my purpose? And I honestly at those moments, like 14, 15, 16 years old, I had no idea.
Were you like having suicidal thoughts?
Not necessarily suicidal, but like I like isolated, like, like I wasn't the cool girl. Like I felt like I found a lot of I've tried to find a lot of connection in like we're going there, older men, because I felt like
Daddy.
Daddy. I felt secure with them. They had like the money that might help like save my house because we were losing our house at the time. Like they had like, and I wasn't doing anything. It was just more like for company. And like, I couldn't relate to any of my friends who were like going to homecoming. Like, and I'm like, oh, well, my parents just beat the shit out of each other last night. And like, my mom's in jail and that
so
was like,
unrelatable.
For sure. So I didn't know who to talk to. So I really felt like then, I started working out and that kind of became my outlet. And that was like my rock bottom moment of like, I'm bullied. I have no one likes me. No one, like, I don't have a family to like take care of me. Like, what am I going to do? So I got a job when I was 14. My first job was when I was 14. And then I started working out and my life completely 180'd from there.
From working out.
Because I felt confident. I felt like I had control over something.
Right.
But I feel like, like I said, a blessing and a curse. I still feel like I like to have control over things like business. Like it's, like I'm able to do that, but like it's also like relinquishing, like letting, like I'm not
Delegating.
I'm not that girl who's a 14-year-old scared of like, so that was really my rock bottom moment of like, growing up and changing and kind of figuring out my purpose. And like, I enjoy helping people. Like that's and being there and like using my story to like let people know like it's okay. Like the position you're in right now will not be your position forever.
Right.
And I wish I could tell my younger self that.
Yeah. I think to people, anybody like looking at you from where they see you now would never, and this is why you can't ever judge a book by its cover, and you have to give people so much grace and, not pass judgment because everybody has a story.
Of course.
And like nobody is looking at you thinking, wow, I bet you that girl has a story about, how she struggled with her weight and got made fun of at school and her parents used to, there was domestic violence going on in the home. Like no one's looking. Didn't you also tell me that your mom made you get into working out?
Yeah. So she actually had a trainer because she was like really into like her vanity and like stuff like that. So he would actually come over to my house and be like, Paulina, let's get up and work out.
Like get you out of bed.
Like what I do to you.
Yeah.
Wow, it's weird how the tables have turned.
You're so good at it. Yeah, but I remember you telling me that. I was like, wait, you were how old? You were a teenager.
I was literally like 13.
But you don't like you're like, I'm happy that happened. It changed
so
my
happy
life
because like I felt like someone cared about me. But I feel like that's like even with like you and like me being your trainer and stuff, like, I'm going to be there for you.
Yeah.
Even in like when you're tired and don't want to wake up, like I am there for you. Like I wish I had that person there for me, like someone I could lean on, someone who's like, okay, I want the best for you. I want you to be your healthiest self. I want you to feel your best. I want you to be your most confident self. Like that's the kind of person I want in my life. That's the kind of person that I want to be my mentor to motivate me. And so I feel like I'm, all of those things that have happened to me have obviously been like very hard. Like I've been through years and years of therapy. Like I have a lot of childhood trauma and I haven't shared anything about this ever besides here. But I feel it's really helped me.
Well, and you're helping other people too. It's very relatable.
It's my purpose.
Yeah.
Like I went through hell to find that. So I just really hope that me sharing my stuff can like help women not feel alone or feel like they have to go through something or like, whatever the cards that you're given doesn't mean you have to, like my mom was an addict and like stuff. Like I could be an addict.
Right.
But I didn't want to be
a choice.
It's a choice. You always have two choices. Whether it's an easy choice or a hard choice. Like I'd rather you take the hard choice. And like that's what I did. And
it's easier to go. It's easier to go with the grain than against the grain. And most of us go with what we know, like what we were taught, what we were trained to do, what our environments were when we were younger. It's just like this is what we know. Yeah. And it's a lot harder to veer off into a different path like what you did and what you experienced. But it's also not just relatable, but when you're helping people, you're like, I fucking get it. Like you can do hard things. I've done hard things.
Of course. I feel like it almost like sets me in a different position. Like someone who's been like skinny their whole life. Like all trainers are great. Like I am someone, everybody can win. Everybody deserves their own space. Like it's not like a comparison of like, oh, I'm going to try to be like that girl or I'm jealous of that girl. Like every trainer has their own, and that's the reason they're a trainer. I just feel like my ability to be a trainer just comes from a little bit deeper. Like I care about, I can relate to where they've been. I know what's going on behind the scenes. Like I want to be like almost someone's therapist because like I told you, weight loss and like health and wellness is like so much more of like just like, oh, what are you eating? And like, what are you doing? Like what's going on in your life?
Right. And in your head and in your
body. What's going on? Like, because
yeah.
all these things like play huge roles in like how you're, how you're being and like how your journey. And like
so true. It's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're really, that's why you're so good at what you do. Definitely.
you.
It's a whole journey.
It's a journey. It's not, and it's not going to be perfect. Like I
Never.
tell you, one
Never
little
going to
step.
be perfect.
No.
I enjoy you so much.
you.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
And opening up and sharing your story and your journey. I could sit here and talk to you forever. Will you let everybody know where they can find you?
Yes, they can find me on Instagram. It's Paulina Stein on Instagram. And then also, did I give you my supplements, right?
Did I what?
I gave you my supplements, right?
You gave me your supplements, yes.
You can buy
Reset,
yes, Reset supplements on
Take them,
Amazon.
just do it. Your life will change.
Yeah. So
What, don't you have your Reset page too? Does Reset have Amazon?
Yeah.
I mean, does Reset have an Instagram?
Yeah, it's Reset by Paulina Fitness.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're
But
not
I
on
don't
TikTok?
really promote that one. TikTok is hard.
No? We're in TikTok jail.
I hate TikTok.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know. Honestly, I do too. It was such a pleasure. I love you.
I love
could
you.
Sit
Thanks for
here.
having
Let's
me.
go have a margarita. Just kidding. We're not doing that.
2026, we're being like wellness girlies, right?
We're wellness girlies. I'm going to just take all the Reset by Paulina and I'm never going to have a margarita ever again. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Make sure you like and subscribe and I will see you guys next week.